The trade battle between the U.S. and China continues as both countries impose higher tariffs. After President Trump raised tariffs on China to 145%, China responded today with its own 125% tariff on the U.S. China insists it will continue to fight, calling Washington's escalating tariffs a joke. Neither China or the White House are backing down.
The president made it very clear when the United States is punched, he will punch back harder, and he hopes to make a deal that benefits the American worker and our companies that have been ripped off for far too long.
Meanwhile, the White House says the tariffs are working. They say dozens of countries are now coming to the table. More than 15 different countries have reportedly made offers to negotiate. And while the tariff uncertainty continues, the concern over rising prices is very real for consumers and retailers alike. Fox 26 business reporter Tom Zizka spoke with one small business that is at the mercy of those imported goods.
And indeed, those tariffs are essentially a tax that somebody is going to have to pay. Conventional wisdom suggests much of it will come from consumers who are willing to make a purchase. For small businesses like the Good Times Running Company here in Katy, it's about all they've got.
Thank y'all for coming in.
Nick Wack got into the running shoe business almost 20 years ago, and in 2017 opened Good Times Running Company. His business depends on imports, primarily from Asia.
Almost all of it, to be honest with you.
Vietnam and China are the primary sources of running shoe manufacturing. Currently, Vietnam has signaled a willingness to negotiate trade with the U.S., while Beijing and Washington have escalated their growing trade war. For businesses like Good Times, it makes planning a challenge.
We're kind of up against some massive tariffs. Now talks are getting a little bit better, so some of that is kind of working more in our favor for at least the next 90 days. We all hope that that continues.
Right.
Thanks to the lessons learned during the supply chain challenges during COVID, shoe supply is solid for now, with prices negotiated through the coming holidays. Despite that, there have been frequent calls to clarify how each new headline might affect the bottom line, and for now, prices are not changing.
They are going to initially take that loss and take probably a hit for at least the time being, in hopes that they don't lose what market traction they do have.
But left unchecked, prices will ultimately rise, and customers will have to decide if they're willing to pay when they do. It is a delicate dance between Nick Wack and the companies that provide his inventory.
They know they can't double the prices here and expect me to be able to continue to operate with them. So I have to hope that they're willing to take that hit with me to continue that partnership growth.
So for now, Nick Wack says some of these companies are trying to look toward smaller, more targeted shipments, and others are looking to take advantage of some loopholes in the tax law that allow them to make individualized shipments of less than $800 a piece, allows them to escape the tariffs altogether. This little dance will continue until the trade issues are resolved or the tariffs become unavoidable to pay. Watching your money. I'm Tom Zizka, Fox 26 News.